it's kind of a pet peeve when I hear artists say, well, this person produced on my record and then I got this feature and I got this person. And that's how I hear it.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of, in a weird way, tacky. Because I feel like back in the olden days, people used to have one producer for that album, and that producer would take them through this journey and this story of sound. And that was what I wanted to recreate with Kenny over, the last record that he executive produced and this one that he actually wrote with me. I wanted to go on this journey with him. So and the only person that, I consulted with on this was Prince. And so this was, I don't know if you know the history of this the album kind of coming together.
No.
So it originally was supposed to be Roxbury Drive Reloaded, right? Which was my old record, plus a few more, new recordings that felt a bit more pop, a bit more accessible, because the old record was so it was like a niche, right? Like anyone that liked Tribe Called Quest, anyone that liked maybe, anything like the Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis era, that kind of thing, that they would love that, but that's not necessarily all of my fan base. That's not the people that have been watching me for years. That's not the people that listen to Amp Radio. So we were like, okay, how do we do something that's more for the people? So I started recording these few records, and I would do this thing with Prince where we would send each other records back and forth and tease each other about them. And then I sent All Your Love, and he said, well, why aren't you doing more records like this that feel more Giorgio Moroder, that feel more disco, that feel more Donna Summers? And why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you dancing more? And I was like, you're right. Like, what am I doing? And I actually, for the first time ever, since I had known him, listened to him and brought these ideas back and started working on this record and said, okay, well, let's do a funk record. And he was like, absolutely. And we were able to record a couple, and then I had to finish one that actually ended up on the album, and then I had to finish everything with Kenny. So it was a hard process, but I hope that I connect the people to what I'm trying to make, what
Your
I'm
message.
trying to bring back. Yeah, my message and the energy of the time in the 70s where you could be a bit more flamboyant and you celebrate disco and being different is celebrated, which I think we need in this world, especially in this country, more now than ever.
Absolutely.
So I want to be somebody that celebrates that, which is why the All Your Love video was so important, because it wasn't just about drag queens and Paris is Burning. I don't know if you've seen it, but
I saw it. Yeah.
So
It was cool.
it's so much more than
A
that.
lot of
It's
very cool makeup.
very, very cool makeup. And we just wanted to do something that felt very inclusive, not exclusive. And even though the last record was super fun and 90s, it felt exclusive to me. And this is a very inclusive record. This is something that I wanted. There's more chanty kind of doubles on the hooks, right? So even that alone is something that I didn't necessarily do on the last record, because I wanted everyone to feel like they're singing along and they're a part of this process. I wanted to bring the world into this album, and I kept it really close to my heart, and I only worked with 3 people on it.